Alright. How is it going, everybody? We need to get some faders going. We need to be able to slide fade some stuff down.
Alright.
How's it going, everybody? And welcome to On the Block. As always, Spencer, the host with the most, that boasts the most toasts of all the coasts and stuff. Thanks.
That's getting worse. We gotta fine tune that one.
Oh yeah.
What's up, dude?
Not much. Just want to
How's
say
work tonight?
it was not bad. I was in a weird mood. I was just acting wacky as all whack now. I was just acting crazy. But there's a guy, there's a dude that like I served him or whatever, and then I went to the bathroom. He came back in after I came out, and he's like, "You're the guy from TV," and I was like, "Yes," and then he's like, "I want a picture," and I was like, "Let's do this," like. And then immediately, like, whenever that happens, my day, like, turns fucking right around. Like,
yeah.
Like, just being, like, I don't know if it's recognized or whatever it is.
Do you get confused with Frankie Grande a lot?
Yeah, like, he was like, I love your sister. She's so talented. I was like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. She's wonderful. Yeah, love her to death. Yeah.
Absolutely. But, yeah, it was not bad, so yeah.
Did you say you cut your hair? You cut some of your hair cut?
Yeah, I, like, put it up and, like, chopped off, like, just a little bit. Yeah, it's literally unrecognizable.
Are you planning to go short hair soon?
I mean, usually I do it for summer.
Right,
I usually
is it vanity? Is it vanity? You're growing it out because like you keep it long
because so people know who I am. Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
No, I usually I do cut it before summer. Usually I like to make it like short so it's not so heavy and.
Yeah. You know what you ought to do? You ought to kind of get the Hans Gruber. Because you've kind of you could do the beard, and then just like kind of a short, spiky haircut.
Oh, the Hitler Youth.
I don't think that's what. I don't think.
No, when I'm saying it right here. When I live in Uptown, a fucking douche city, USA, where everyone is a fucking shithole motherfucker. They all come in. They've all got shaved sides. Everything is shaved except for the top. The fucking Roger Klutz. Like, yeah, I call it the Hitler Youth. Because that's what it is. Fuck them. I hate that bullshit. If you're doing that, reevaluate. I'll give you time, but reevaluate.
Bro, you know what? I mean, like, honestly, you're getting too
Preaching
old.
to the choir.
That's what that is. No, it has to do with you're at an age. You're like, ugh. I mean, you're walking around in fucking Batman pajama pants and fucking long
but
hair.
But you know me. I've been a crotchety old man since I was 10. Yeah, I was a crotchety old fucker since I was 10. I've always been an old man at heart. We're just like, fuck you, these goddamn kids. Yeah, like I used to wear like Velcro shoes. Man, that's my jam.
Oh. Dude, totally. Man, there's like, I single-handedly probably upped stock in this Velcro shoe company back when I was like senior in high
Me
school.
and you, brother, man. I think it was me and you. We were just rocking it. Just
like these, like Walmart had like some gray pair, a wide pair, and like black pair. I think a navy pair too.
A gray pair because
it was the gray.
The gray pair. That's why me and you are best friends.
My senior pictures are of me. Dude, this is no shit. This is like for real. I wish this had gotten out when I was on the show. My senior pictures are of me in these like camouflage pants with gray Velcro shoes on that my friend Dulcinea fucking like bedazzled.
You must have been a fucking
completely fucked up.
Yeah, you must have been a gem in high school. I think me and you would have got along famously in high school.
Oh yeah, I mean like I played football and stuff, and like that was really important to me. Like being good at high school football. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, it just seemed like
Friday Night Lights, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And but like, no, dude, like we would have gotten along great. It would have been. Yeah,
as soon as I would have saw that you had Velcro shoes, it'd have been like, boom.
As long as we were the same age. If we'd have been the exact same grade, we'd have gotten like great. If you were just like your age now and like,
you think you would have been one of those motherfuckers?
Well, no, I mean, I just wouldn't have given you a chance. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the opportunity for me to hang out.
One of my best friends was this. I'm 26, going on 27.
Okay, going on 27.
So, yeah. But
I'm like 34.
I hang out with an older crowd. I'd always hang out with an older crowd.
Yeah, but it would have been weird.
No, you would have been like, this kid's a fucking badass motherfucker.
This is the fucking coolest fifth grader I've ever seen. So, I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying, like.
No, when I was a junior, you would have been out of school. And then we would have been hanging out doing drugs together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been over at my duplex.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd have been like, I don't like this little weird kid, but I hang out with him. He's all right.
Like,
I also have to say,
cool to fucking smoke with.
I also have to say, sorry, Mom, because I'm drinking tonight. This is not a sober McCrae episode, so fuck it.
Oh. Has there ever
Love you,
been?
Mom, but
Has there ever been?
no, last episode was a sober
Oh,
one.
that's right.
She
That
called
was-
me
I
and she was
think
like,
that's-
"Oh, that was a great episode. I like sober McCrae." I was just like, "Oh, here we go." Like, we're gonna smash that real quick, there, folks. Let's never do that again. If my mom likes it, it means it's not a great episode.
Well, I think it ran fairly smoothly.
Come on. All right, let's get into the fucking
Let's get into
meat
it.
and
All right,
potatoes.
pick them up. Get all the casual episode fans caught up.
Okay.
And then I'll go into some live feed talk.
What was the last episode? What was the last episode we did?
It was the eviction episode.
Eviction episode.
When Shari left. Yep.
So Shari,
who is on Twitter, by the way?
Is she?
And yeah, well, you're talking. I'm gonna look up her Twitter stuff.
Okay, excellent. So pretty much, we didn't really cover the eviction episode. Pretty much everything kind of shakes out the way that we expected. Sherry leaves. Shari. I fuck it. Shari. Fuck, I fucked
You're
up.
bad at that.
I know,
Shari.
man.
It's just like sorry instead of saying sorry. Just
and
say
like
Shari.
I've got the name McCrae. Like you think I would be able to fucking get someone's name down? Like
Yeah, it's true.
You know. But so she leaves, kind of sad because I mean she was okay, but man, in that episode, she mentions that, I don't want to play dirty. Blah, blah, blah. Like, what did you? Like that makes me that drives me crazy. Like, why?
Yeah.
What game did you think you signed up for? Fucking truthy Bible tellers? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's just gun for people, slit the throat, and So she goes home. Go on. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Let's just talk about that a little bit. I think that, I think there's some validity in what she did as far as outside world looking in. Okay, like she didn't cause any problems back home. She didn't cause any rifts with their occupation. She was just, she didn't go out of her way. She didn't try to pull anything big. She didn't have any meltdowns. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she played it just. I mean. I'm not saying vanilla, but like she got in it. She stayed true
very
to herself,
neutral,
the integrity, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and she went out. So,
but again, what does integrity mean in this game?
Well,
what does integrity mean?
Exactly. And no disrespect to her whatsoever.
No, absolutely not.
Shari BB can. But no, it's like I as much as I can appreciate that, I like to see cutthroat, money-hungry people in that house, and and
that's the thing.
Let's see that. So,
I want to respect the game. I want to respect the game that anyone tries to play, and maybe she was trying to do something that no one else kind of did. I respect, much respect.
Absolutely.
But you're right. That's the way that I want to see the game. I want to see cutthroat. I want to see evil fucking deeds. I want to see ruthlessness. I want to see savagery on the screen every single week. And so that's like why I didn't really care for that whole idea.
If you're looking at this as a social experiment, and the people that their games, they get to go in there and try different things out. I think we've worn this try to play with integrity thing out, and it doesn't work. So if you want to do that, hats off to you.
Absolutely.
But if you're
not
not
tougher game.
Big Brother Canada or Big Brother US next, for any of the following seasons, like I hope that we get some people out there that is viciously wanted it as I do.
Savagery. So, that's all
savage.
I need. All right. So.
But anyway, so let's catch up.
Yeah.
Shari goes. Her best friend in the house, Levita, is left there. There was it was an odd week with them two on the block.
What do you think about leaving?
With Jared was as HOH. Then it was this ball roll. Anybody could win it. They saved Levita for last. I think it was Nick that rolled the ball for the brothers.
Yep.
And so he's standing up there, high score, and Levita gets up there, boom, rolls whatever she rolls, but it's the high score. And she's HOH. The Big Brother gods did it once again. So,
it's always one of those, it comes back and forth.
I was like slapping my ottoman. I was like, yeah! I was like acting crazy.
Which is great because and that's the thing is like we want that like back and forth. We want that the tables are flipping. But before we get into kind of that table turn, I want to ask you this. Because there's two brothers, is it not tougher to like it's tougher to realize like their skills because there's two of them. They only get to compete in half the competitions, collectively.
And
So
they
it's like,
picked their,
you
they
know,
picked they picked the rotation from the get go. So like
so
you
it's
can't
off
yeah,
on, off on, off on.
yeah,
But it's
they
like so
can't tailor it to their skill set.
you can't really judge the amount of skill either brother has because like where it's like all of us are in the house and I can kind of see that Jesse doesn't have any motor skills, like
She has no more.
yeah,
Well, okay,
she can't
like you said, like I would be good at puzzles, but you'd feel safe with me in the house knowing physical challenges were coming up.
yeah,
But
exactly.
with the brothers, you can't really assign either of them. It's something you're worried about because they both could be good at something. Then you could worry, but like you can't worry about each of their strong suits. It's even a larger crapshoot than.
And
it
you
is for
only
anybody
get a
else.
little glimpse of what they're talented at each week, because it's
Yeah.
on off, on off. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of something that everyone should be weary of. And what we'll find, which we'll talk about later, is that maybe this is something that people are weary of. But I don't know what that just popped in my head. I want to talk about. But
Okay.
going on, yes.
We got.
Levita pulls out a huge win. Again, the Big Brother gods have smiled
Yeah.
upon her. That's 100% a Big Brother gods kind of thing.
Yes. Absolutely.
And last night she's getting ready. She's talking to people all day yesterday.
She's been talking. She's very secretive, talking about like what's best, like her guts telling her all this kind of stuff. And she, took on people to, as advisors, Joel and such. And it was very interesting because when it finally boiled down to it, everybody was really anticipating. I think everyone outside the world, especially at home viewers that don't know at all what's going on right now, they're expecting definitely like a Jared Kelsey Raul, as Nikki says. I can't even say it as fucked up as she says it. But anyway, Raul. Anyway. But okay, like that's what you expect. Well, when Levita makes the nomination, she's made Cassandra and Christine the noms. So
what do you think about this?
Let's talk about these noms in a couple different directions. And honestly, I do feel like I understand where she's coming from with them. It's a safe move. She doesn't want to take a shot at the other side. She's worried about those numbers. You've got people like Tim that are trying to say we've got the numbers. You don't have to be worried about these three people because the people in the middle have the power. We've got the numbers. We can do things. Well, okay, we've got to kind of rewind a little bit. You've got to look at the week that Shari leaves, okay? Because this is the week that Dallas had been. If Dallas hadn't, I don't know. Honestly, we'll talk this through. Dallas makes that fucked up fourth vote, okay? Then, and coming clean to Jared and Kelsey, he tells about the alliance that involves Shari and Levita, that involved Maddie and himself and Ramsey, I guess. Okay. Well, obviously Jared and Kelsey, there's this big problem, with that going on. So we have Levita and Shari end up on the block, blah, blah. Well, Dallas and Maddie and Ramsey try to save their own games, of course, by going and talking shit and doing their own, that kind of stuff. So she felt like her alliance, this little phony ass fake alliance that she made week one, really crumbled on her. She's gun shy from them. Okay, her best friend in the house, Shari, just got evicted. She doesn't feel like she can trust anybody. So she doesn't want to take a big shot at a trio that's a known trio now. It's the Third Wheel Alliance. She doesn't know about Cassandra's involvement. She may by now have put some things together. I've not heard her vocalize it because I know that Kelsey says that she trusts Cassandra and Kelsey says that she trusts Kelsey, but they're not aligned. And there's also a rift right now between Cassandra and Kelsey because Cassandra's trying to work her own game to save herself on the block, and Kelsey's got her own plan for trying to save Cassandra. And they've told different things to Levita, and that's kind of caused a rift, which is a lot of today's feeds were Kelsey bitching to Jared or Raul at different times about Cassandra. Anyway, so that's where Levita is in the house right now. She's HOH. She's got this power, but she knows next week she doesn't, and she doesn't want to do this dueling, and tit for tat kind of gameplay because nobody's got her back in her eyes right now, and she's really kind of, in my mind, fucked up. She's used her HOH to get a lot of information, but she's not done what the majority of the house wanted to do. And she's made it very clear she's not doing that because she doesn't feel like she's got numbers. She doesn't feel like people back, this kind of thing.
And
So it lets you know where she feels like she is with everybody else. So that's where she's going to be when they form up.
I think that she go on.
Well, I was going to say, she kept saying like, "Oh, I don't want to do what's good for your game." Well, it's not a team sport,
no,
of course, but at certain times in the game,
it has to be.
It's, I guess, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah,
but that means good for the goose.
Correct?
No, that idiom means what's good for the man is good for the woman.
Well, what's good for you is good for me.
Yeah,
it's like
mutual, but goose and gander. Goose is the male, gander is
anyway.
the...
No, I get that, but you know what I'm saying. But like, there's mutually beneficial moves at this point in the game because there's so many people in the house, and if you're not aligned with this cluster, then getting one of those members out is fine. Now, Levita is actually doing okay. Okay, I feel like breaking up the core is what everybody wants her to do, but she is pretty dead set on getting Cassandra. Now, Cassandra's nomination comes from this. Okay, she kind of made deals with Jared. She trusts him. Kelsey gets a lot of blame in this stuff, but like I said, she doesn't want to do this Hammurabi Code eye for an eye thing. Okay, so Cassandra called her like, she said, like when Levita wins the HOH, Cassandra says, the bitch won HOH again or something like that, which shows terrible social game. People have been saying that she's got a lot of game. Like that was a really boneheaded move. Okay, like just period. Like. That's not something that you want to say.
Depend. Like, and like I want to.
Sense of humor. It was just my sense of humor, that kind of thing. Like I
now it sounds like she's backpedaling. Like now it sounds like some deep backpedaling.
Trying to crawfish out of that. So that's how Cassandra found herself on the block. Christine, honestly, my best guess, and please put in the comments if and even a timestamp if you've got it. I think basically because Christine didn't use the POV in the way that she it was pretty clear that she didn't have any feelings towards Levita or Shari. That was kind of an easy move for Levita to put up as a second nom. She wants Cassandra out. She really does. And I think that like in a roundabout way, it might be good to get her out because Cassandra's got some game. She's proved it today. She's been doing a lot of talking. And I mean, more talking is good game, but she's doing okay. She's trying to make Levita feel like they're going to be able to work together, and this is okay. And like we've just got to have a backdoor plan. And one thing to know about Levita is she was talking to Nikki today, which I don't know really why she's talking to Nikki about this, saying, I don't like. Basically, Tim's shady. Like it's the first negative Tim talk I've heard.
Excellent. Okay. I like that.
So she's like he's just in the house to stir shit up and all this kind of stuff because he was encouraging Cassandra to fight hard. What's everybody to fight hard for the POV? Your life's on the line. You've got to fight hard. Just being encouraging. And Levita didn't like that at all. Levita also held all these meetings, basically making sure that people that are playing in the Power of Veto wouldn't use it. I believe it's Ramsey, Jared, Christine, Cassandra, Levita, and honestly, it might be one of the brothers. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
I've been working all day.
But I don't have that in my notes.
If you're in the chat right now, throw it up.
But they are playing the Power of Veto right now, and the feeds have not come back.
But I kind of want to throw out. I'm going to whip out my big fat bias and lay it on the table right here because I think that I'm 100% biased towards or with Cassandra. She followed me before the show. So I was super excited about that. I'm a big fan of her. I like her. Blah blah blah. I think that she's doing decent. It's smart to get with Tim. Blah blah blah. I don't know. More blah blah blahs. But when Levita pulled this move, I thought the same thing that everyone in America probably thinks. Is like, why is she doing this? Like, or everyone in Canada, sorry, thinks. Where it's like we kind of want this like season 6 just two sides going at it. Levita's going at like.
But Levita doesn't feel like she's got a side. Levita feels like she's on her own. Like she trusts Joel, and the brothers' relationship with her is weird. They've convinced her that they were a big reason why she stayed. Them and Cassandra.
But I agree. For a viewership standpoint, from a bias standpoint, like I'm like, oh my god, go after, Jared and Kelsey, though,
Yeah.
go after, let's do it. But from like a game player perspective, when I'm in the house, it's dumb. That's the dumbest move because it's going to be tit for tat the rest of the season and it's going to be back and forth. And like, I agree.
But it's not, they don't have enough people at this point in the game to be too much tit for tat. Basically, if you take away, take away Kelsey, Jared and Raul aren't that tight. They're not going to stay around. They're going to be scrambling.
Which
so
she could disassemble that, for sure.
And by doing that, would give her side of the house, which would now be all the people that are in the middle or whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It would be a really good move for him. Now, I do want to bring in a couple things into this equation. Nick and Phil they had a pretty big argument today. Nick can kind of be a dick to Phil, and I think Phil can kind of be a dick to Nick.
They're brothers. Come on.
Yeah, no doubt. But
does that work in their favor?
Yes, I think having somebody that you can fucking talk shit to, as long as you're not overly sensitive and that.
Well, because they know each other. How could you ever be like, if you and your brother are on there, you could fucking say that you were the cuntiest fuckface.
But you could push buttons so easily, and you wouldn't want to do that.
But even if you did, like, you guys would always know that you're
Nick's
family. It's blood. Like, it never matters. Fuck you, Minneapolis.
But Big Brother is different because like that game is your life, and if you want to get in there and play the way that Phil does, he doesn't want his brother to fuck it up, and that relationship that's budding with Maddie is dangerous to him.
That's a very dangerous combo. Absolutely, that's scary. But at the same time, I think it's not that bad. I mean, say you have one person that's taking the showman's route, and then you've got the other brother that's like, this fucking idiot right here. If he goes around and tells everyone like, I can control him, he's a fucking dipshit, like, I mean, I think there's inherent strategy of like, it's the best of both worlds for those brothers, because I think that one of them could play a showmance and the other one could play up like that idiot's in a showmance, what a dipshit, and then like get tight with other people, like they have outs, they've got game still.
No, absolutely, and it like if they could play the game about 4 or 5 times with each other, I'm sure at one point
they'll figure it out.
I'm sure at one point they'd like to play. Hey, just pretend like it'd be fun if like Nick or Phil would say, I'm so pissed off at Nick. I wish that y'all would vote him out. Let's go. I don't do this. And then Nick could play, no, don't do this. I'm sorry. Like they could just act like they're having a brother squabble.
Exactly.
They could act like they're having a brother squabble the whole time. Ian Terry's calling me right now. So that they could, you know what I'm saying? That like nobody else really wanted to get in the middle of. And that would be an interesting way to play, but like with this one opportunity they have at the moment, I don't think that'd be a strategy.
You got to go.
They want to play it safe. It's they want to play it safe.
The other thing I think I want to talk about, we're getting a little long here, but this whole like I feel sympathetic towards Cassandra, because this feels like when me and Amanda went up with Alyssa, where it was like, it seemed almost unwarranted, even though I know now that 100% it was warranted. Like it just seems like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like this whole the whole situation of like, well, and then now Cassandra's up there. Like I put myself in her position because she's up there like, oh no, it was a joke. Like when I said you're a fucking bitch, it was a joke. Like, no, I mean, yeah, okay, fuckface, that's not a joke. Like you are not joking.
Like Levita is worried about making enemies, but she needs to be more focused on gaining allies. And by taking a move as soft as Cassandra Christine at this point is not going to build. Is not building allies. I mean,
it's her second HOH.
It's basically like it's your second HOH in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and it would be great if people would say, hey, you really had an opportunity to help us big time, but you didn't. So like it kind of throws her to a no man's land zone after this. If
and absolutely
Raul or Kelsey doesn't injure Jared.
I'm not I'm not too big on Levita. I'm sorry, Levita. Like I can't wait to talk to you afterwards. But like at the same time, like I think she's playing it right. Excuse me. I think this is like the correct move.
She's gone bonkers. The game has made her bonkers. She was talking to Ramsey today, and she was like, we believe in a God and like all this kind of stuff. It's like basically, like she basically like suggested that the Quran has like tips on how to play Big Brother in it. Even I mean, like again, she was just like, she doesn't want to put Ramsey up because basically she doesn't want to go against the prayers of his family in the outside world who she knows is praying for him. And
here's a tip. if you get into that house, do not
controls your. Hey, you read the Bible the whole time in there, bro.
Hey, motherfucker, you think I was like, oh, fucking, this is what Jacob did? Fuck that. Like, come on. No, but that's the thing is, like, any fucking person that's religious in that house, you never trust. Who knows what they're gonna fucking do next 1 week to the other?
Well,
it doesn't, like, I would never trust any religious person. That was the scariest thing in that house, religion. Like, we always thought.
Honestly, like, it throws in an added element that, you know, people should understand is there's no room for it in the Big Brother house. That's why they don't put a cathedral in there. Well, there is kind of a wedding chapel, but sure.
Yes.
But anyway, well, hey, let's wrap it up. Like I said, they're playing the Power Veto right now. We don't know who's won it. We don't know if it's going to be used. Levita wants Cassandra out. There's suggestions to backdoor anybody from Dallas to the brothers. So. Anyway, we're just going to be on standby until further notice on that. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you follow me at Spencer B. Clausen. Follow McCray at McCray Chum. Follow the podcast at On the Block Pod. And don't forget the Survivor with all the fixings with Max Dawson and Corinne Kaplan. I know they recorded the episode today, which it's 3:12 right now. And the episode will be released probably late tomorrow night. So be looking for that link. Man. And also check out Shield Show. And that is on every Monday at 7:30 Central.
Yep.
So don't miss that, and subscribe to On the Block Network. I've noticed the subs keep going up, so let's bring it. We're going to try to. We did have somebody say today on Twitter to me. They said, "Hey, why don't y'all do an On the Block Shield Show crossover?" As long we've got lots of different schedules that we're trying to work around, but we ideally would like to be able to do that every week, to where we do one On the Block, one Shield Show, and then one crossover. That way we'll cover every aspect of the week. And you know, we'll just kind of see how that goes. That's might be very lofty right now, but hopefully by the end of the season, we can have a couple of them in there. You know,
I don't want to promise anything, but this week is my vacation week. This would be the perfect week to fucking do a nice little crossover episode. Got Shield Show my peanut butter. Yeah. Also, you know, and here, this is to
get Shari and Paige on at some point too.
Yep, that's going to be happening soon. We got to figure that out. Again,
and we're trying to get Arista Cox.
Absolutely, the beauty goddess, one of the goddesses, one of the gods of Big Brother.
I feel like I should cover my heart when I say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And here's my final words of thought. I'm a Cassandra fan. I'm 100% a Cassandra fan. I like her. She was annoying the shit out of me last night. Whatever, that's fine. But here's the thing. I fucking like her a lot. But you know what? I realize the validity of Levita's move. I realize the intelligence behind it. I realize the move that she's trying to make, and I accept it. And I think it's a great move. It's smart choice. You know, again, this is a part of McCray's plea from last episode. Think about the people that you don't really... I'd never really cared for Levita. Sorry, Levita. I can't wait to have you on. I can't wait to be friends with you. Yes, but still...
And ask her why she thought it's a good idea to put up two people that voted to keep her in the house the previous week instead of going after the people that had her in a bad position to get her only ally.
But still, I understand the move, and I get it, and I see the validity of it. So that's my plea is that, you know, if you like someone and if you don't like someone, just think about why you shouldn't like them or why you should like them. You know, if you don't like someone, think about what they're doing, why they're doing it. Really, though, just these are people. These are literally people.
You're just suggesting that the people listening to this think about everyone's motivations.
Absolutely, because I'm just saying that my big old bias is all for Cassandra, 100% for Cassandra. But you know what? I get it. I get Levita's moves.
You don't want any back doors. You don't think that any back doors are wise. You think that
no.
Noms need to stay the same and the house needs to stay. No.
I think that 100% there should be back doors. I want that to happen.
Cassandra to win Power Veto and it forced more blood on Levita's hands.
Well, and like I was thinking about stuff like, oh, you should be stacking. You should try to be stacking the vetoes right now. You should be trying to like talk to everyone you can and try to stack that you can win the veto and then use it against Cassandra and then put up a back door and then baroosh.
This is my thing. If Cassandra gets off the block and Renom goes up,
Tuck William.
Okay. Well, you know, I can definitely see Christine kind of becoming a regular Poland.
Well, I was going to talk about that. I kind of wanted to talk about that. Yeah. She's definitely... Yep, she'll
be the easy person to put up against whoever. So
well, anyway. And absolutely, and that's the thing where it's like you don't get to choose that role. You just kind of become that. And if Christine is smart, she can start to play that role, and that's a decent spot to be, as you would know. The king of the king of pawns,
The king of
the
pawns.
pawn star.
I don't think that's me. I don't think it's me.
That's AJ, right?
That's AJ.
Oh yeah, he's the porn star. Oh.
Don't want to steal that from my main homie AJ. Hey, but anyway,
oh holy shit! Wait. Feeds are back. It sounds like Dallas won, which is dangerous. I'm sorry, man. This is a breaking news right here. Yeah, Dallas won. What do you got to say? What do you think? Is that a good move? Is it good for Dallas to win that, or is it bad?
No, yeah, it's fine for Dallas. Dallas needs to just sit on that motherfucker and let Cass go. Try to get
because they've had a very volatile relationship this whole time. They've had a very volatile. Sure. But from what it sounded like they might be alliance. I don't know. Again, today I haven't watched the feed, so I don't know. But. All right, well that's right. That. I love that. I love the fact that we just finished all right there. You guys tell us what Dallas should do. You tell us what Dallas should do.
What should Dallas do and why?
Yeah, and why exactly? Put in the comments.
Make sure you comment. Make sure you like this video and make sure that you share it.
And also make sure you say how much McCray sucks. Put that in the comments. What? No, come on. Come on. All right, Reddit, let's go. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and Dallas won. What's he gonna do?
Yeah,
we'll talk. Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about it next time, and we'll see who's on the block next week. Take care, folks. Bye bye.